Hey Dennis, this is Joel. So there's the drill swing. Really like the way your shoulders are turning through there. And then that's the good news, especially right there. That compared to where we started a few weeks ago, you don't see that left arm way down on your side like that at that point in your follow through. So it's definitely the new blue there over on our left. See, when your elbow shows up over there on our left, it is more extended. Hands are much higher above your head as a result. Getting much, much better there, Dennis. As opposed to what we were seeing a few weeks ago. And then from this face-on view, this will look much better over here with your hands and arms. Much better than what we saw a couple weeks ago. I like that a lot, man. Right through there. Looks a whole lot better than this. And the ball flights are showing it. Remember, the two main things we want to get rid of is the hook and get rid of those crazy misses. And that's what I saw yesterday when you were hitting those balls. So much better, Dennis, to see you having the whole batch of balls be somewhat airborne, somewhere out there, somewhere a good distance, instead of hitting a really good shot, really good shot in the past, but then hitting a really bad shot. But that's a much better look through impact there, man, than that. And that's the beautiful ball flights we're starting to see out there as you practiced more the last couple of weeks, and then I got to see you get those beautiful ball flights yesterday. Thanks so much, Dennis. Great work. Great improvement. And then, of course, look at my YouTube videos. Remember, I told you that look at my YouTube channel, and you'll see some videos about the short game things I showed you about yesterday. And like here's an example here. This young student just hit 10 balls. As we know, though, one of them went in the hole, so they're 9 above ground. So you look at that and you say, okay, well that's a pretty good batch there. They all look fairly close. The hole is right there where I drew that little circle and flag stick. So that's a pretty good batch of balls. Looks pretty nice. But then when you go around and stand on the x-axis and look at them, you learn quite a bit more. In actuality, 2 of them were a little short, and there's the danger of the 3-putt. So when you see that as you practice, you want to really keep considering, you know, how do they look from above, right? From kind of the blunt view, that's how they look for him there. So 2 were a little short. All of them were within a foot or 2 of the hole on the x-axis, as you can well see. 1 went in the hole. So again, distance is much more important than direction, and you see that when it comes to pitching and chipping and putting, all 3. So here, after that young player hit about 10 pitches, solid contact, not fat or thin, is what will enable you to get those pitches on the green. And you see he has 4 pitches that are perfect on the x-axis there. But of the other 6, 2 were a little long here, right there. You see how straight they are. They're within 2 or 3 feet of the hole on the y-axis. Then I'm afraid he had 4 other pitches that were like that. That one right there that just bounced into the bunker, that he missed 4 greens from right there. You can kind of see that line of balls right there. See, he has 10 balls lined up. He just hit the first one and kind of bounced into the bunker there. See, I'm kind of going back and forth real fast here. It fell into the bunker. So obviously he hit that fat. It's not that he didn't swing hard enough. He probably swung the right hardness, but he hit it fat, and so it went into the bunker. Let's look at this one now when he hits this one. Oops, same thing. See, he missed the green, even though it was real straight. Let's see this one. So, sure enough, there it is. Perfect. All right. So again, as I mentioned to you, distance is more important than direction. The same principle applies in putting and chipping and pitching. And then there are more things about that on my YouTube channel as well. Thanks so much, Dennis. Great progress the last few weeks, man.
Hi, this is Joel. I'm here at Dr. Todd Elworth's office. He's one of the best chiropractors in the region. He's a TPI certified golf fitness professional. And I really want you to know about him because he can help you a lot with your golf fitness, just as he's helped my young student Taylor here in the last year or so.
And how we met, Taylor came into my office with back pain. Basically what we took him through is numerous screens to find out why he had the back pain. I don't only treat back pain, but my second goal is to find out exactly why he has this problem. So we analyzed him, we find out he has some certain weaknesses, we put him on some strengthening exercises, and he's doing very well.
He's done great. He's had very little back pain, and that's mainly because he injured himself working too hard at the golf course. So he's done his exercises, he's felt great. I'm very, very thankful that Todd's been able to help Taylor in this great way. And I want him to help you too if you have any questions at all about your golf fitness.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each screen. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside take off our coat and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.